Hi all, greetings for the day. This is Mamta here. I am the Admissions and Placement Officer of CIMSB School, that is Community Institute of Management Studies, which is located in Jayanagar, Bangalore. This particular video is for filling up the application, that is for the online application for applying for PGCET, which is conducted by Karnataka Education Authority on August 9th. As per the date, they have given it on 9th of August. You have to take up the exam. For that, before if you have to take the exams, you have to fill this application form and pay the examination fees. So let's start. So first of all, I would like to tell you that before you start this filling up the form, you have to create a folder in which you can just view this, or created a folder in which your photo, signature and thumb impression should be there, because this is very, very important. Once you log in, if you start putting up the details and everything and scanning and everything, then it may get logged out. So that's the reason you have to save your photograph, your signature and thumb impression. But please ensure that the photograph, the signature or the thumb impression, the clarity or the what you call the image quality, it should be below 40 kb. The size should be below 40 kb and above 5 kb. If it is lesser than 5 kb also, the image will not be uploaded. If it is more than 40 kb also, it will not take. So you should see to that the size is more than 5 kb and less than 40 kb, all the three pictures, that is the photo, signature and thumb impression. So the thumb impression should be your left hand thumb impression. So kindly keep the left hand thumb impression ready. You just have to put it on you can just make a mark on the thumb impression mark on a white paper, take a picture, scan it, and you have to crop it and everything, keep it ready, even the signature also. So let's start. So you have to go to the website Google. Over there, you have to click on kea.kar.nic.in. So once you click this page, the home page will get open. So usually the home page, the display will be in Kannada. So it's up to your interest whether you want in Kannada or English. You can change it accordingly. So once you change it to English, there is a flash news which is going here, that is PGCET online application. So I would like to tell you that online application is opened, it got opened on 15th of June and it's there till 28th of June. So till 5:30 of 28th June, you can apply, register for the exam. Later, in case if they extend the dates, you may, otherwise that will be your last date for applying. So for the first time users, to register, you have to click here. Click here to register. If you're doing it for the first time, if you're registering, then you have to click here. Then there will be a details which will be given. So I'll start typing, and there is one detail rough demo session what I'm going to do now. So my request is, don't just copy paste whatever I'm doing. It is just for your information. I'm trying to give some dummy information over here. So don't take that information. So first it will ask you whether you're a citizen of Indian. Yes, you are the citizen of India. So then you have to start giving your basic information. So please keep one thing in mind. The basic information should be as per your SSLC or 10th standard marks card only, which is compulsory. You can't give, if your initial is after your name, according to SSLC marks card, the same thing has to be here. If you give the initial first and then the name, it may go wrong at the time of document verification. So ensure that you give the proper information. Okay. So I'm just giving, as I told you, it's just the dummy information. Don't take it or don't copy all those things. Just do it as per the instruction. Your father's name, then your mother's name, then the native of your father. If it is Karnataka only, then it will be native will be Karnataka itself. Then your gender, then your date of birth. So here first you have to select the year, which year you were born, and then your month, and then the date. So once you click on this, the date, month and year will be mentioned. Here you have to give the email ID, whichever you are registering. So I'm just giving my email ID. So one email ID and one mobile number will be, once it is registered, you can't reuse again that same thing for the next registration. So you should ensure that your email ID is correct before you give go for the next thing, because you will be receiving the OTPs or some information to your mail. So that's the reason. And here again, user ID, I would suggest you to give the user ID as your email ID only rather than giving something else. It will be easy for you to remember. The password should contain the alphabets, a special character, and some numerical numbers. So ensure that you give everything. So re-enter the password. So then next here you have to select the admission for which you're applying for, whether you can select what you are looking for, and then full time, and then your mobile number. Mobile number is again very important because you'll be receiving a message over there. Then I would prefer giving the secret question as my mother's name, so that it will be easy to remember. So even you guys, I think preferably if you can give your mother name only, it will be better. Okay, so this is done. Let me submit it. Okay, so now I have done it. So one round of application has been filled. So here you will be receiving a message to the registered mobile number, whatever you have given. So for that number, you will be receiving a message that you have applied for it, and you will be getting an application number over here. But remember, this is not the application form. It is just the registration thing, registering one. Now you have to click here to log in and give the complete information. So the mail ID, what you had given, that you have to mention here. Then the password. And then you have to type the code, security code, whatever it's given here in the same order. Then you can, okay, capital V. Okay, login. So now this is how the page will be open. Over here, the initial details will be given. Next, what you have to do is you have to start filling up the other details. So marital status, whatever it is, if you're married, you can give the details. If you're married, then you can mention your spouse name here. And then your annual income as per your income certificate. In case if you're married, if you're a girl and if you're married, you can give it your spouse income, you can mention. If not, you can mention your father's annual income as well, whatever it's given in your, this thing, your income certificate only you have to mention. So I would suggest you to please go and to take up, apply for income certificate and CAN certificate if you don't have, because this PGCET is more good for the students, like for in case if you're applying for through PGCET, the OBC and reserved category students, you'll have a lot of benefits. So I would suggest you to take up that, apply it so that it will be easy for you. Next, let's go to the category. So you have to apply for category over here. So this is the column over here, reserved category, which category you are. I will give general merit because I'll just give you the general information over here. But I would suggest you, as I told you, you should give the category as per your income and caste certificate. The advantage of having the category is, in case tomorrow if you're applying for scholarship, other than general merit, all other students, SC, ST, reserved category students, the OBC category students will be receiving the scholarship from the government. So if you're general merit, you will not receive any scholarship. So at least for that advantage, if you're having the income and caste certificate, you can apply here. And your income RD number and caste RD number you have to mention here. In case if you have applied, now if you have applied, you can give the acknowledgement number. At the time of document verification, you can submit the originals. Then here, the next you have to fill. Then eligibility clause, you can read here. If you click here, you will get to know the eligibility clause. There is 3 clause, that is A, B, and H. So whichever you fall under, you have to give that clause. This is the degree examination, what you are studying currently or you have completed, that you have to mention here. So I'll give BCom. And then if you're completed, you have to mention completed, click on completed. If not, appeared. And university seat number is your graduation, degree, the registration number. That is what you have to mention here. So I'm just giving a dummy number. So don't just copy what I'm trying to do here. I'm just giving some dummy numbers over here. So you have to give your registration number, your degree registration number. Okay, degree exam, which college you have cleared. I'm just giving one of my college name only here. And Bangalore University. So whichever your college is, that you have to give. Next, total number of years you have studied. If you have studied from first standard to degree year only, then you can mention 15 years. If whatever it is, you just have to total it and you have to enter here. The next one is about the examination details. This is again very important. So here it is given it in the year wise, not as semester wise, it's in the year wise. So you should know that. So semester in the sense you'll be having this first semester, second semester, right? Here, first and second semester together is first year, third and fourth semester is second year, and fifth and sixth semester is third year. So if you're from a BTech background, BE background, it will go for 4 years. If it's for other graduation or anything else, it will come for 5 years. So depending on yours, you have to select it. And then results, whether it is pass, fail, awaiting, whatever is there, you have to mention. So please ensure that people who are having more than 50% only should apply. SC, ST and category 1 above 45%. Other than these three, and then others OBC and general merit, 50% should be the minimum in your graduation. That is compulsory. Next, select the month which you have passed and year of passing, which year you have passed, and the maximum marks is first semester and second semester together, whatever you calculate the total scores, you have to mention there, and the secured score. I'm just giving the dummy numbers over here again. So you see your marks card and fill it up. Then once you add, then the second year, then here again, whatever the information result is, then which year you have passed. That is, see, for the people who have passed your third and fourth semester, the fourth semester is the final one, right? That you can consider. And for the first year, it will be second sem. Second year, it will be third sem, fourth sem, and sixth year will be, I'm sorry, third year will be sixth sem. But as many people are still writing your exams, I understand that most of you are still pursuing your graduation. So for them, what you can do is you can just select third year over here and click on awaiting, because you're still writing your sixth sem exam. So mention awaiting over there and give it as July, because June has already gone. So next year is what, I mean, next month is what your exams would be scheduled. So keeping that in mind, you can give that. So nothing to worry. You can just mention that. And fifth sem results you can mention here. So whatever the fifth sem total marks and the secured marks, you can just mention here and give it as add. So nothing to worry. In case if something has gone wrong here also, you can edit in the end, like, you know, after before the document verification or before the college selection, you can edit that and you can go. If not, if you're having original documents at the time of the original documentation, you can show that and you can correct it. So 14, 15, 16 is not eligible for you, just for Hyderabad, Karnataka quota students or disability students or ex-serviceman quota students. So you did not enter any of those things. Next, you can directly come to 17th question. So where you would like to take the exam, which city you are in, that you mention there, and give the address. In address, don't mention special symbols like ash, door number, all those things you should not mention. You should just mention whatever it is, you know, in the words, alphabets only, nothing else. Alphabets and numbers it is to consider. So I've just given my college details over here. Then states Karnataka, district is, sorry, urban, Bangalore urban, and then taluk is Bangalore South. You have to give your house details, permanent house details over here. I've given my college details. So this is what it is, and I'm going to click on save button. The first page would have saved now. Now it is completely done. The home page is done. Now I will go to the image upload. The next page over here, I have already saved the folders and I've kept photo and signature and thumb impression. So now it will be easy for me to select fast. So I'll go to the folder. I'll select photo, open, upload. So as it is below 40 KB, it will get immediately uploaded. But keep in mind, it should be above 5 KB and below 40 KB for you to upload the photo, signature and thumb impression. So you just have to upload all the three. So save it according to the details. Okay. So now it is done. This is also completed. So next it will go to the declaration form. So one thing you have to remember here is, once you get into the declaration form, once you click on the final submission, you can't do any editing. So before that only, once you check the home page, if everything is correct, you have filled it correctly, then you can move on to the declaration sheet. Okay, so this is done. So now I'm giving declaration here. I'll just click on I hereby accept whatever it is, and here you just have to click on OK and then click on final submission. Okay, so this has been done now. So now I have been applied and my registration is already accepted for that. So now I have to go and do the payment. So how you do the payment? You have to download the challan first. So it is through NEFT, RTGS or IMPS only. So once you click here, click on this button, you will get two options. You'll get two bank details. That is, one is Corporation Bank and one more is ICICI Bank. So whichever bank you would prefer, you can directly click on that button and you can download the challan. So now I'll just click on the Corporation Bank challan and I will download the challan. So once you download the challan, you have to take the printout of it and keep it with you, because at the time of document verification, this printout will be required. So that's the reason you have to keep the printout ready. So this is how it will look. So one copy is student copy and one copy is KA copy. KA copy they will take at the time of document verification. Candidate copy you can retain it. So for SC, ST category 1, the fees will be 500. For other categories, it will be 650. As I have given general merit, 2A, 2B, 3A, 3B, general merit will be 650 rupees you have to pay. So you can either you can do it through NEFT, RTGS, you can pay. You can either go to the bank and transfer from your account to the corporation bank, or you can do it at home only. So the beneficiary account number, beneficiary name, then this thing IFSC code, beneficiary bank details, everything will be mentioned here. Understood? Okay. So once you've done the payment, how will you get to know? Here it is, payment status. So here, as you have not done any payment, it is showing blank. But once you once you do the payment, it will automatically show the details over here. So once you then after showing the details only, you have to take the application printout. So now you can't take the printout because it is showing please download your challan and make the payment. Until you do the payment, this will be there like this only. So you can't take the printout. So this is what it is. So I'm just logging it out. So now it's done. So there's nothing here. You just have to log out. And again, if you want to log in, you need not go here. You can just directly click on login and you can give the login user ID, password, and enter the security key, and you can directly log in and you can check out your payment status. So after payment status, once you start clicking on the print application, your sample application will come like this. Here is a sample application. So your candidate's photo will come here and all the details, whatever you have entered, it will come here, and your signature and thumb impression will come here. And here the payment status will show. The bank payment status will show here. So once, in case if you have done the payment, all the details will be here. So that payment has to be shown. Otherwise, it's no use of taking the printout. So after taking the printout, you can take the signature and seal from either from the principal of your degree college or any of the gazetted officer. Gazetted officer is the advocate or any government HMs, headmistress or the principals. So the gazetted officer signature you can take, and this is just to show that they have verified your details and given the approval. So that's all, dear students. So I hope you all have understood what I have explained. In case if you have not explained, or if you are if you have any doubts or anything, you can always get back to me. So what you can do is you can directly go to the website of ours, that is CIMSbschool.org. Over here, we will be publishing the PGCET information again. In case if you still have any doubts after seeing this video, you can just once you log in, my mobile numbers are here, both the numbers are here. You can call me to any of these numbers and you can just ask me if any doubts you have. Okay, thank you so much for viewing this video. So I wish you all the best, and kindly register. For register, there will be a link which will be given in the website for PGCET. Apply registration for PGCET. You can just click there and register for the PGCET exam. The further informations also we will be giving you over there itself. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.